Namaste, Soul Tribe family. Welcome back my way on this divinely guided day. I hope you are well and rested, okay? So are your families, okay? For those of you who definitely consider your family to be important to you, I hope you all are well and rested. I am so grateful to be here today, family. I am serious, okay? Um, and when I say grateful to be here, I mean just grateful to be here. The last 3 to 4 days have been very I like to say is okay, but we are back, and I am so grateful for that. All right. Thank you so much for please. I want to thank you for tapping in. I know I hadn't just been doing what I needed to do, but there were some things. And the most important thing is being here. Spirit says, okay, something about this energy. You will be marching on. You'll be moving forward type energy. It says keep moving forward and continue to advocate for positive change. Your community still needs your dedication and effort. Wow. Okay. So maybe, the community you're in, maybe, that community is starting to see your dedication and effort. I don't know. Only take it how it resonates, okay? But first and foremost, welcome back to all the in 1111 energy. So Tribe family, we're over here. We keep it real. Sometimes I come in hot and sometimes not. What that means is I do cuss and curse. I speak the truth and I call out names when guided to. Hopefully you could vibe like that. And if you can, allow me to be the first to welcome you. And to my A1s who are my day ones, the Soul Tribe family members as a whole, I love you and the divine loves you. Thank you so much for everything you do for our space. I am truly grateful. Okay. Let's tap in, y'all. Somebody here, you have an open path. Let's see what that says. It says things that are meant for you will come naturally and without much effort, free from any interruptions caused by others. Okay. So look, the first two out, family, is marching on. Okay. And then an open path. So you might have been going through going through some things. Okay. And I feel like with that being the case, Spirit is saying here that you're going to be able to move forward, all right? And there's going to be an open path. So whatever disruption, interruptions, whatever you were going through, I feel like that is getting ready to end, okay? Whatever you've been, dealing with, family, okay? Only take what resonates, all right? But for many of you, you've been, possibly going through a lot of ups and downs, okay? But still yet you're showing up, okay? No matter what, you show up. That's what I'm hearing. No matter what, you show up. Whether it's on your platforms or whether it's in person, no matter what, you do show up. And I feel like you show up with positive, pure, clear intentions, but you may have met some opposition, okay? You may have dealt with some things, okay? And in doing so, I feel like, where others may have lost it, literally, you may have handled things with grace, okay? Or at least this is how it's being looked at, okay? You've handled things with grace, and you're going to continue to handle things with grace. You are definitely, you have been challenged, okay? You have been challenged, but I feel like you showed up to the challenge or something like that, okay? With marching on an open path. I feel like you showed up in some sort of kind of way, all right? Let's get the next message out. And only take what resonates, okay? If this is not your message, that's fine. There's definitely other messages here. So, if this is not your message, okay? What's the third message here, Spirit? Please and thank you. Wow, twins. Okay, let's read it. It says twins are often considered as a symbol of love and affection and are believed to possess spiritual blessings or supernatural blessings. So you may be a twin to an energy, or an energy could be a twin to you. You may also have a twin. Okay, for those of you who have twins, you're showing up supernatural blessings. Okay. So twin energy here. This is also giving me maybe twin flame energy. Maybe there's somebody out there that is just like you, or you're just like them. Okay. But it's this supernatural blessing that you both may have. Okay. And with supernatural blessings, oh, I just saw it. Okay. I stay talking to the divine, y'all. I stay talking to the divine and all the time, whether it's out loud or whether it's just, in my mind, I'm speaking to the divine all the time, asking for guidance, asking for assistance when needed, etc. And I feel like somebody might be just like you, like, and when I say just like you, like, they do, they ask for guidance, they ask for assistance. Um, Especially when making difficult decisions, okay? There may have been a decision that you have just come to terms with because you felt it was the easiest way for you to just get away from some things that could have just been really, really like heavy on you. Okay, I'm feeling heavy energy here. Ooh, ooh, and what just flipped over? I cannot make it up. Ooh, oh, it's a lover. Oh my goodness. Okay, here I go with my hopeless romantic shit. Yeah, okay. Don't talk about me, family, but I am. I am a hopeless romantic type of energy for real. You may be as well, but I feel like that's your twin. Remember, I was just saying, I felt like this could be somebody that's just like you in a sense. It says lovers, and an important choice about partnership arises. Weigh your options fearlessly. Really? Now, fearlessly. That's the catch, okay? Fearlessly. Because I feel like, family, there are some things that are scary, okay? It's scary to you, okay? For whoever this is resonating with. And there are some things that are really scary to you, but I feel like you just need to enter and understand it, possibly overstand it. Okay. Something about this being the way of the world today. Something about whatever you were afraid of or something like that. Let's finish reading. It says an important choice about partnership arises. Weigh your options fearlessly and stay true to your values, for the path you take will bring lasting impact. I'm telling you, I feel like there is somebody out there that is just like you. Now, I know they say, oh, you don't want to be, but they're a masculine or a feminine. Do you understand? Do you understand? This is a masculine or a feminine energy, but you guys are twins. Okay, you may be the feminine side, and then there's this masculine. Okay, this masculine handles business probably just like you or is business oriented, maybe, okay, but that's just an example, okay? So you may be somebody that's business savvy, business oriented, but you also are playful as well, but you have a cool side to you, down to earth type energy. They may be the same, but they're a masculine, and vice versa. Masculines, you may be, business savvy, down to earth, playful when the time comes, but I am picking up on a very serious type of energy here, a more serious masculine energy. But you two, they see the seriousness in you. So you're a serious energy. Okay. High priestess. Look what flipped over. You're a serious energy. Wow, the high priestess and the star? Wow, okay. So somebody sees this. Somebody sees this about you, that you are high priestess and star energy, as well as I feel like a high priest, high priestess. Maybe they're a high priest, okay? It says the high priestess, all right? Posing intuition. I mean, posing. Somebody could be posing something, okay? You could be taking pictures posing, but possessing intuition, mystery, and sensuality combined with rationality. The current period is a reminder to have faith in your instincts and trust your gut feelings. Okay. So, like I was saying earlier, there could have been something that was very challenging. Okay. And this is extremely challenging for you, family, right? But instead of you going in with emotions, you went in with rationality, being rational about the situation. Um, Getting yourself together, thinking of what it is that you need to do to resolve an issue or to, take care of whatever you needed to take care of. Okay. Um, that's why the star fell out, because you may have, been hit with some things where you were just like, wow, okay, what do I do from here? Right. And this is where you sit down and you talk to the Most High and ask the Most High to guide you. And at first, oh, it could be very overwhelming, right? Because you were hit with some things like, what the heck is going on type energy. But once you sat down and spoke with the divine, you may have even meditated, okay? But with this energy that's out here right now, I don't feel like you could have, really meditated. But whatever happened or whatever was going on, you definitely were given a green light to move forward. Okay. I feel like this is just because I don't know why I keep feeling like these are tests. These could be tests from the universe to see how you're going to react to something, or, to make sure that you have really opened up to change. Okay. Um, and this isn't just you saying it type energy, right? So, it says here, the star, have hope and visualize your aspirations. You're aligning with your spiritual renewal. Okay. I feel like many, and only take what resonates, but I'm going to say that again. I feel like you have had a spiritual renewal, like you have had to sit in an energy, and it was not a very comfortable energy at all. As a matter of fact, it was just the opposite. It was very uncomfortable. It could have even been like to the point where, you felt like, oh my God, I'm going to have a whole hissy fit, right? And I feel like this was pressure, or this was done, or something. I don't know if it was the universe testing you, okay? Or if it was something else testing you, all right? Maybe, and I'm also picking up, many of you have been in hibernation for a while. I picked this energy up right now. Many of you have been in hibernation for a while. Maybe this was, why am I feeling like somebody tried to push somebody to come outside or go outside or something? That's weird. Why? Hmm. Well, that energy just popped up out of nowhere. So I don't know if maybe you were just in hibernation, and y'all, when we go in hibernation, it's for real. Like, we could stay in the house 3, 4, 5 months. As long as everything is accessible, right? I feel like somebody wanted you to come out of hibernation with this March On, Open Path, and Twins type energy. Okay. Tell me more, Spirit. Hmm. And then we have the repast here. It says, offering comfort through food is a way to show support for those who have lost a loved one. Okay. But I feel like with this repast here, it's like you have gone through something, okay? And it brought you to a symbolic death for a miraculous rebirth. That's what I feel, okay? I mean, because it was like, it could have even been traumatizing, okay, family? Okay, it could be traumatizing, but I feel like what is really important to you is something about okay, I heard that. Your livelihood, okay, is livelihood. That's a word. Yes, it is. I'm sorry, it is. Something about your livelihood, okay? With this food here, somebody could have stopped eating. Really? Somebody may have come in to offer you some sort of comfort during a rough time, okay? It could have been very rough for you. Let me see. They may have just been learning about this, okay? Wow, this come out. Let's see. So somebody could have come in to comfort you after learning or being educated about something, learning about something. Yep, that's exactly what it is. With genealogy, discovering, that stood out. So somebody could have offered you some sort of comfort after learning about something, or discovering something here. And then we have celebrations. Huh. Yes, taking time to appreciate. It says literally taking time to appreciate people while they're with us will create lasting memories that can be shared for years. So it was like, this is just giving me appreciation for someone stepping in, or just appreciation, period, for the divine coming through. Okay, for whoever's resonating, all right? Yeah, you're a prayer warrior, all right? Ooh, you're a prayer warrior, okay? Practices praying for others to cultivate mindfulness and compassion and accept and understand others. Exactly. Ooh, that's what I be preaching. I'm telling you, because family, like, you know what? I'm gonna do a quick intermission. Okay, maybe I ain't gonna say that, but man, I have, I don't, I'm very to myself. I stay to myself a lot, but baby, let me tell you, when I went outside, I literally was walking past these people and I was like, stay focused. And I didn't real like I said, I speak to the divine all the time, okay? So as I'm walking, I'm like, see, there you go. You're supposed to be staying focused, and look at you. And that's literally what I was saying, walking past the people, and they just started cracking up, right? And the guy was like, yes, stay focused. And I was like, you're right, you're right. And I was like, ooh, and I'm thinking, did you hear that? But they did, okay? And that's just because I'm talking to the divine. But nevertheless, I feel like appreciate someone, appreciate many, okay, but also appreciate the divine for bringing these energies into your life in a positive way, okay, not in a negative way, in a positive way. Start looking at energy as a positive energy versus a negative energy. Sometimes energies can be there in a positive way, but if you don't change the way you think, you're not going to see it that way. You're not going to see it that way. I feel like, I know a lot of people don't want to, hear this, but I do feel a strong energy in the 3D, okay? And I feel like this energy is, we'll get some clarity on it. All right, we'll get some clarity on it. But I feel like right now, there's definitely something that was discovered, or someone gained some knowledge on something, and it could have even been the divine sending someone your way through your prayers, being this prayer warrior, okay? And there's something here to celebrate here in the world today. And it says the world. It says take advantage of opportunities in diverse cultures. The world has much to offer you. Ooh, I cannot make it up. See. Look, y'all, I don't really read all of them, and I'm going to start because listen here. Take advantage of opportunities in diverse cultures. The world has much to offer you. Oh, now remember, I just started saying I was walking, saying stay focused. Man, I'm telling you, I need to. Family, I am, and I don't want to make this. So let's take that away. I'm a hermit. Okay, I'm a hermit by nature. Okay, I could stay in for months, literally. Do my workout regimen, eat right, drink my water, take my vitamins, and I'm good. And I can do that. Um, I feel like there could have been a sense of an energy that was like, what the hell? Okay, I feel an energy that was like, and I don't know who this is resonating with, but I feel an energy that was like, what the hell? Do they ever go outside, or do they ever move around, or, kind of energy? Okay, Also, I'm picking up this energy about off the grid. Changed your mind about being off the grid, honey? I'm gonna tell you now. You know, you may have experienced a taste of being off the grid. Literally. Okay, I'm gonna be the first to admit to this. Literally. You may have had a taste of being off the grid, and that may have, made you see things differently, okay? As well as, just needing to maybe eat, okay? Somebody here, you might need to eat, okay? Somebody could have found out maybe you don't eat. Maybe you're not an eater or you don't eat a lot, okay? Or there was something that you were going through, all right? Um, and now you're in the energy of celebrating being this prayer warrior here, all right? Because you see the world through different eyes. Like, you see the world as the divine wants you to see the world, okay? And that is everybody, no matter who they are, don't pass judgment. That's the first thing I'll be telling people, like, don't pass judgment. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I know what we've been told. I know what we have heard. But shit, family, no offense intended. We too have been talked about and everything else. You feel what I'm saying to you? You know what I mean? So it's like, it's something here with that energy, okay? I'm coming from a higher perspective, my highest self, okay? And with this world card coming out, yes, there's a lot that you can learn from different cultures, okay? And I feel like somebody was going through something. Many people could have been going through something, okay? But you've learned by interacting with different cultures or something like that. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Yep. Look what comes out with March on. The chariot. I was like, because I looked down, I was like, ooh, I ain't even filled out nothing. Look, the chariot. Let's read it. Mm-hmm. The chariot. Stay determined and push forward despite obstacles. Unwavering focus leads to success. And I think that's, ooh, didn't I just tell you I was walking down the street? It wasn't really a street. It was like a little sidewalk thing because I had to go somewhere. But I was walking and I was like, stay focused. And I was talking to, well, the divine, right? The divine was like, okay, check this out. What's going on? And I was like, you right. Let me stay focused, right? Because outside there could be distractions, okay? So I was like, nope, you stay focused. You got business, you got things you got to do. You know what I'm saying? And as I'm saying it out loud, the people that were sitting at the chair was like, yeah, stay focused. They were sitting down having lunch. They're like, yeah, stay focused. The gentleman was like, yeah, stay focused. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. Because you know, I didn't want them to, think I was talking about them at all, but I was pretty much talking to the divine, and divine was like, yeah, you stay focused. And I'm answering back like, yeah, stay focused. You know what I mean? But I feel like that is what will move you forward, is staying focused regardless of your obstacles. Because, baby, they're going to throw them at you. And when I say they're going to throw those obstacles at you, family, they're going to throw those obstacles at you. Left, right. Okay. Um, I will, also share, like, sometimes, family, when you're ready to start anew, sometimes starting anew means starting anew for real. And that may mean, you getting rid of phone numbers, or you can't, sometimes you don't have a choice, right? But something here is telling me, like, somebody doesn't want you to start new like that. Somebody doesn't want to lose contact to you. Like, they want to be able to call you when they want to call you. And I don't know why that came up, but that's some energy that just came up. Like, somebody does not want to lose contact with you. If they decide to call you, there's an emperor. There it is. It's an emperor. An emperor does not want to lose contact to you. So it's almost giving me this energy of like, you can do what you want to do, but that phone number better not change type shit. I'm like, huh? This is the energy. It's like, I don't know who I'm speaking to right now, but you could have had a phone number for a very long time. But in your awakening and in your ascension, you may even be willing just to leave it all, okay? Because you were constantly being attacked or something was constantly happening, so you just decided to wash everything away and start anew. Somebody wasn't having that. Okay, this is the energy that just popped up in here, and as you see on the shuffle what came out, so there's a boss out here. Okay, boss energy, established power, and wow, yeah. The emperor, established power and authority provide a stable consistent foundation to build upon. Yeah, see, this is somebody that did not. I don't care what changes you make, okay, family? That phone number better not change. Damn. Why would I even hear that? Okay, all right. So I don't know who's resonating with that, okay? You may have had your number for 5 to 10 years, okay? For whoever's resonating with that. But this open path has an emperor in it. Tell me more, spirit. Mm. Yeah, look at what they did. Your perspective requires a shift. Suspend movement for now and embrace this pause to see your circumstances differently. Didn't I just say look at something differently? hmm And you know what, family? I'm going to tell you the truth. I just picked up this energy that you would have never thought it was this energy. You would have never thought it was this energy, but it is definitely this energy. That's a heavy energy. Damn. Listen. What? Really? So this hangman, your perspective requires a shift, suspend movement for now and embrace this pace. I mean, embrace this pause. And it may be a pace. Your pace, you may have slowed down. Oh. Embrace this pause to see your circumstances differently. Let me tell you, let me tell you, let me tell you. You moving fast, right? Okay, only take what resonates. All I am picking up on the energy is right. You want to get away from anything that doesn't want you around, doesn't appreciate you. And not that anybody has to appreciate you, but if you don't feel the love that you are willing to give or share with the masses, with one, whatever it is, right? Your light, your glow, you want to walk in, you want to smile, you want to be like, hey, right? Whatever it is, you want to get away from where your energy is not appreciated. But I feel like in doing so, or whatever you've been challenged with, you're being called here to take a pause and rethink some things and look at it from a different perspective. This emperor could have enforced this. Really? Tell me more. Here I go, huh? I'm like, huh? Tell me more. What was enforced? What was happening here? Really? What's this? Wow. So, I'll be damned. That's like somebody putting you through something intentionally with this tower coming out. It says, prepare for an abrupt, disruptive shakeup that will catalyze dramatic what? I can't see that. Catalyze, yeah. Prepare for an abrupt, disruptive shakeup that will catalyze dramatic life changes. Okay? But then comes out the star. Allow yourself to experience true joy, happiness, and optimism for positive outcomes ahead. So this is like somebody that wanted to see, ooh, why would somebody want to see how you handled a tower? The hell is going on here? Really? So someone wanted to see how you would handle a tower? That is so wrong. That's like trauma bonding. Like start some shit, cause some trauma, put somebody through something, and then see how they handle it. Oh, that was cold. Okay. I'm picking up some energy here. Like somebody really wanted to see, like, if you had somebody to run or go to, and I feel like this, and I don't know why I just got that energy. Like this is somebody that is kind of like jealous a little bit or kind of possessive a little bit, wanting to see how you move, trying to figure out how you move, seeing how you move. Okay. And what was that? Mm, the Fool. Wow. It says, an exciting new journey begins. Embrace spontaneity. I cannot talk today. Excuse me. And trust that this path will lead to personal growth. Listen, somebody wanted to see how you moved. Hmm. Somebody wanted to see how you moved during a tower moment. Really? Damn. And then I look at the bottom of the deck and it's your damn auntie. I don't know if your auntie's involved with this, if your aunt has something to do with this. Ugh, this is ridiculous. I hope not. Auntie with possibilities. Let's read what auntie says and possibilities. Aunts are often unconditionally loving and supportive. Okay. And then we have over here possibility. The only way to reach your goal is to keep pushing forward no matter the obstacles. Mm, mm, mm. I don't know if you have an auntie out here that is mm, mm, that has ties to an emperor, or if your auntie is the emperor, masculine, feminine energy. You may have an aunt that is an emperor type energy, or there may just be an emperor out here that your aunt works with, or something like that. And they did this to see how you move through a situation. Interesting. Okay. Tell me more, spirit. Yeah, Grandma's kitchen. It says, huh, the kitchen is a peaceful sanctuary where everything in the world seems fine. It blocks out all trouble, dramas, and hardships. So during this tower, hmm, you may have spent many a days, much time in the kitchen area. Okay. And then Empress energy. It says, nurture yourself and others with compassion, fertile opportunities for new beginnings amass or arise. And for the masses, amass and arise. Interesting. See, maybe somebody thought, when I look over and I see this clown, maybe somebody thought, that's interesting. Huh. You could be this Empress energy out here, family. Okay. You're all the energies because and I mixed them all, and you see all the major arcana are coming out. You may be being tested. I don't know why I want to say that, but there was something that was being tested, or there was something that was happening in your life that proved to be a test. And it may not have been a test that you were supposed to pass. Okay. It may have been a test where you were supposed to come running with trauma to somebody, but you didn't. It's like you worked through something on your own in some sort of kind of way. And it was challenging and it was very difficult, but you still managed to hold things together. And then what is this? Hold on, y'all. With honors, I cannot make it up. Now I'm over here shuffling, and then what I pull out behind it. With honors and a tradesman. So let me tell you, I don't know, and only take this how it resonates. Oh, didn't I say I was going to read them? Let's read them. So there was something here, okay, that I don't know if you. Why do I feel like people are trying to um, see your responses or see how you handle something or see how you really handle something? And somebody saw that you were willing to say hell with everything and start over spank new. Like, okay, however people were contacting you, you weren't going to worry about that anymore. Okay. For some of you, your phone doesn't even ring unless it was some sort of spam call or something. Other than that, and I feel like you were willing to, or something along these lines, you were willing to let something go that had been a part of you for a very long time, just so that you can get a fresh start, so that you could stop being in the energy of having your high vibrational energy brought down. And there was something here that you handled with honor. And it shows that, here, let's read it. Okay, with honors, it says, your achievements have played a significant role in your success, right? Like there's something here. And that's why this twin energy is here with this lover, because it's like, how would you do something, right, family? So let's say you go about something like, okay, let me sit down and think about this. Okay, how would you work something out? How would you work a tower out? Like this is a tower for real, right? How would you work this tower out type energy? And I feel like you handled whatever this tower was with honors. Okay, you may not have went in and just flashed out and went off and you know what I mean, like back in the day or whatever, and only take what resonates. Maybe that's not your energy, but maybe back in the day you would have went in storming and crying and throwing shit. Not really throwing shit, but damn it, right? But it's like you just don't want to deal with that. You don't want to deal with that type of energy anymore because you know it's low vibrational and it brings everybody's energy down, right? So it's something about you staying calm, cool, and collected, especially during a tower moment. But I feel like there was a lot of observers here at this time. Hmm. Really? Why? Oh, because the tradesman's in my hand and I ain't paying attention. Oh boy. So what does it say? Tradesman. No matter what skill you have, strive to learn, embrace, and master it. I feel like you have the skill and the gift of rationality and logic. What makes sense? I feel like you have, wow, this is crazy. You've got somebody in your energy that, it's like the devil advocate here. I don't know why I'm picking that up, but it's like good guy, bad guy energy. You got good guy, bad guy energy in your energy field. And there's the bad guy that keeps throwing obstacles at you. And then there's the good guy energy here as well. Hmm. Somebody was trying to test you or something like that through a tower to see what you would do or how you would move, how you would function, or something like that. We have a pastor at the bottom of the deck. Let me see. This pastor is giving me the energy of like a high priest. Now, we only have high priestess here, but this pastor energy is giving me like high priest. It says your influence can positively change your community. Share your insights, expertise, and spiritual guidance to make a positive impact. Mm, mm, that's interesting. You may be very high ranking spiritually, and it shows, and it shows. I also just heard down to earth. Hmm. You may be very down to earth. Hmm. Oh, okay. Tell me more. Wow. And then we have justice. It says, consider the karmic consequences of your actions. Fair judgment follows cause and effect. So, what does that say? Consider the karmic consequences of your actions. So, family, hmm, let's say you were dealing with some circumstances, all right, with, could be family, could be friends, okay? And these energies here, maybe, and I'm just picking this up, maybe that for a very long time, your energy was this loving, caring energy until felt like it wasn't really being reciprocated. So you could have pulled your energy back, right? And in doing so, it caused you to start looking at things from a bird's eye view or from your third eye view. And when you started doing that or seeing things the way that they were, this could have caused some karmic, karmic types of lessons or actions or something like that. Okay. So it was like, this is giving me the energy of where somebody did something or they didn't do something. But either way it goes, when you moved, you decided to move with the pure, clear intentions of all. And your move meant that not just one, two, three, five, but everybody would have a piece of the pie. This could have hurt many in the perspective of you were taking something from them. And it was like, no, people are greedy. Okay, just call it what it is, family. People are greedy. And they will take and take and take and take and take. And that was this energy. And so I feel like, there was definitely a tower. hmm And somebody wanted to see how you moved through this tower. Mm. Okay. Mm. Wow. Somebody said you shine through this tower moment. Even though it was a hellified tower, whatever this was, okay? Whatever this was, you shine through it. It says you can gain attention through your appearance. What? Well, what? What does that mean? Hold on, y'all. It does say shine, but it says you can gain attention through your appearance, behavior, okay, or exceptional performance. That's what it was. You really performed well during a tower moment to the point where you were willing to let it all go. And that's where you're, but I feel like somebody's like, because look, ooh wee, I just heard that. Like, mm, again, yeah, let me see what just flipped over. Yeah, family recipes. Let's read it. Family favorite recipes are not only or written down for measurements, but also to preserve the memories attached to them. So it was like, whatever this was, you had the recipe for a resolution. And there was something that you did during this time that others are holding in high honor because it allowed you to shine. And at the bottom of the deck, Spirit is saying, so now go take you a spiritual bath. Okay, family, whatever that was, for now, go take you a spiritual bath, okay? Mm. And look, as I'm shuffling, this is the hardest deck, y'all, because it's so flimsy. Okay, look, as I shuffle, these two fly out in the Ten of Pentacles. Look, you've got the Sun, the Ace of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles. Like there is something that you went through, and it was a tower. And whatever kind of tower it was, you shined in somebody's eyes. Okay? You shined in somebody's eyes. And then the hangman again. Yeah. And with this hangman coming out, I feel like somebody saw something you did with wisdom, like being wise. You made some wise choices or something like that. Okay, family? So I'm going to leave this message here for you. Hopefully, it brings some clarity or you resonate with it. All right. And thank you so much for tapping in. I am truly grateful. Let's close out. At this time, Divine, I ask that you continue to keep us with love, harmony, tranquility, prosperity, peace, protection, and respect, and good health and good wealth in our lives and all the time. Ashe and thank you. And until next time, you know what I love to say. Namaste.